All right, so I want to say welcome everybody to the YouTube class tonight, where we so sorry for the network issues, but tonight into understanding our niche and clarity. Thank you for joining. So if you are just coming in, you can just type in the location where you are joining us from, so that we can begin right away. So I don't intend this particular conversation to be more than 30 minutes. So please, if you are already active, try to engage in the comment section so that we can go ahead and do one or two things together. So tonight we'll be looking at clarity and niche. So if there's more time, we'll go around our account setup. All right. So all right. So for the niche clarity, I want you to find to first imagine this simple situation. For example, if you are trying to understand what a niche is, because this is, you can't operate a YouTube account without understanding what you are going to do there. And in the last meeting we had, training we had, I think we have already created our account so far. So what we'll be doing today is for you to understand your niche, and when you get that clear, we can be able to move along in these sessions we'll be doing. So if you are active already, you can drop your location where you are watching from so that we go ahead. Now, don't forget this. One of the things you need to first understand is niche when you are coming on your on YouTube. So imagine this simple situation. You are standing. I'm explaining a niche now so that we understand what niche really is. So now imagine this simple situation. You are standing in a busy market in Nigeria currently, or where your country, and people are passing everywhere. So you now shout, come here, everybody, for example, and nobody comes. But if you shout, students who want to pass exam, who want to pass exams, come. At least some people will stop, all right, and come by. Why is that? That is a niche. So in a crowded environment, the interest of people differs. So what exactly is a niche? Now, like the example I gave in the market square where you start and be shouting, come here, nobody will even try to even look your way or mind you. But if you mention a particular need, or at least find a particular category of persons, you now see that some persons will actually come close. So let's go, and what I explain is just what a niche is. But for more clarity, a niche just means that who exactly you are talking to and what exactly you are helping them with. Now, if you remember, I said something like, if you are in the market square, for example, you are shouting and you dance this, and some persons will come by, shows that these are the people you are talking to. So a niche just means that who exactly am I talking to, and what exactly am I helping them with? That is all. There is no long story in it. There is nothing. So you need to understand who and what help. Who am I helping? What am I helping them with? Are we together? So let's break it into three parts so that we understand what we are doing very well. So if you want to be a very good, or if you want to be a good YouTuber, or you want to have a good YouTube channel, you have to have these three things in mind. All right. So I wanted to share my screen today, like my slide. I've been working on it. Um, but one way or the other, I could not meet up with my slide, and I don't want us to skip this meeting. So please stay closely, take your notes, and write everything writable as we proceed in this training. So, for example, now I said we are going to look into three things if you want to have a very good YouTube channel, and talking about clarity of niche. Now, number one thing you need to have it in at the front of your mind is this: who. And I'm talking about who, it means the people. Example are students. Are you talking to young people? Are you talking to business beginners? Are you talking to Christians? Are you talking to Muslims? Are you talking to Nigerians who are trying to make money? Are you talking to people who feel confused about life? What exactly, who are the people you are actually directing your message to? So you need to first understand this. That is the first part. Are we together? If you are still here, just type I'm listening. Let me see. Let me know you are following. Don't forget what I said. Who are you talking with? So there are channels that are basically talking to Muslims. There are channels that are basically talking to Christians. There are channels that are basically talking to kids. There are channels that are talking to married people. There are channels that are talking to students on campus. There are channels that are talking to coppers. Are we together? Please let me know in the comment section. So who exactly, who the people am I talking to? So the second thing I would like you to take note of, if you must have a good YouTube and building your niche, is to now understand uh problem. Number two is problem. So if you are following, I say number one is what? The who. These are the people. Number two is what? Problem. So the problem now is, what are these people struggling with? Are we together? What are these people struggling with? Okay, I've already understood the people I want to talk with, the people I want to address. So, what are they struggling with? What is the problem? So, number two is problem. You need to understand the problem you are solving. Let me put it that way. So, for example, now I can now say, okay, this particular people I've chosen, maybe this student I've chosen, they don't understand money. So I'm speaking to them, understanding about money. Okay, they are confused about life direction. So I'm coming in as the coach, as coming in as somebody that they can listen to. I talk to them about life direction. All right. So okay, maybe these people want to learn a skill. So I'm trying to understand the problem of these people now. Okay. So this is the people I pick to talk to. These are the things these are the problem I want to solve. Okay, I want to these are the problem now is that, okay, these people, they want to learn a skill. Okay, they want to grow spiritually, they want to escape poverty, they want clarity, they want this, they want XYZ problem to be solved. So what exactly do you think you are good at this particular point to actually come up on board? It can be entertaining. Some people are sad, so you can come up as comedian. So a lot of things are there. All right. So I'm trying to give you a clue so that you can try to understand where you can come in solving problems, understanding a niche on Facebook. So number three is help. So once you have discovered the problem, how are you going to help them? What you will help them do? Okay, I'm going to help you do this. I'm going to be helping them go along with this. So what is the help you'll be rendering? So example again, you can ask, okay, I'm explaining things to them in a simple way. Okay, I want to teach them step by step. I want to encourage and guide them. I want to be making them laugh. I want to show practical examples. I want to break complex things down. I want to be like a motivator and inspiration, somebody that will inspire them. So you need to understand these three things. So if you are following to now, what are the three things I said? You need to understand your who. Who are the people you are addressing? You need to understand the problem. What particular thing you want to solve? You need to understand the help you are rendering. Okay, how are you going to come in? So let's do a little practical now. So for example now, I might say, okay, my who now, for example, now I can say, okay, I'm talking to young Nigerians. What is the problem? Okay, they are confused about money. So what is the help? I can say, okay, I'll explain money in a simple word. So my channel now is about talking to young Nigerians. Are we getting it now? My channel is now what? Talking to young Nigerians. My channel will now be talking about money, because the problem I want to address in the life of the young Nigerians is what? Money problem. They are confused about money. So how am I going to come in? I'm going to be explaining money in a simple word, trying to talk to them about money, teach them. So niche is, in summary, niche is helping. So in what I just summarized now, that is the who, problem, and help. For me now, that I just, the example I gave now, young Nigerians confused about money, explain money in simple words. So my niche now is that I'm helping young Nigerians understand money in. All right, so there's network break there, but I hope you follow to this point. So another example we can also give is, for example, if you are workable to real life. So of this problem I've discovered, I want to address. Then number three was the help. I'm going to be teaching practical lessons in that. So that particular one now, the niche will now be teaching practical Christians life lessons for everyday living. Are we following? So I'll not other things. So for example, if you are coming in as for example now you now see creators. Now say okay, these creators, when I mean creators, I mean content creators, beginners on YouTube, all of these people, or people that are beginners on AI, in the AI application and the rest. So you're not gonna say okay, who are these my who now are beginners, all right? So even if you are if you want to be a coach on graphic design, you can be a coach to professionals, you can be a coach to amateurs, you can be, so you can pick a particular who do you want to address. So I can now say okay, for example, if I want to go on tech and AI, and I can now say okay, my who are beginners, I want to be addressing beginners. Okay, so what's the problem? The problem is that they don't understand tech or AI. So what's the help? I'm going to be explaining everything to them. That is the help I'm bringing in now, explaining to them like a teacher. All right, so that is that. So my niche will now be explaining tech and AI in simple terms for beginners. I think that is that. So okay, so let's go to, in case you don't understand, there are, if you want to understand what a niche is, you need to understand what a niche is not. For example, now many people make this mistake. Now a niche is not motivation, a niche is not a business, a niche, like, a niche is not Christianity. Some person will now say that okay, my niche is Christianity. No, this is a broad, is too big. So you cannot say your niche is Christianity. Christianity on what? What are you addressing there? Okay, Muslims on what? What are you addressing? Motivation on what are you getting the point now? So you need to find your place. So all these things I said here, they are categories, like motivation, business, Christianity, leadership. They are categories. Even in leadership there's a niche. Which area? The same way that when you want to study chemistry, there is physical chemistry, there's industrial chemistry, there's analytical. So these are niche. Are we following? So in a particular category, that becomes your niche. Okay, so for example now, it's just like, for example now, if you said okay, I'm into Christian, I'm a Christian content creator, you need to understand your niche in that aspect. For example now, you cannot even just come and even say that. It's just like you are saying I sell food. So what food? I don't know if you get it. So if you say that I do this, what kind of things are you doing there? Okay, are you selling rice? Are you selling beans? Are you selling suya? So you cannot just come and say that I sell food. So you need to understand niche clarity. Are we together? Do you understand to this point? Do you follow? If you are following me, just type just type follow. Let me know we're on the same page, please. If you can hear me and network is not disturbing you there, can you just type follow? Let me understand you are following me. I want to see your comments, please, before I proceed. Now you need to know why YouTube needs this clarity. We are talking about clarity on niche and the rest. There is very important. Because you want to make money on YouTube doesn't mean you just enter YouTube and started doing a lot of things. You need to understand why even YouTube wants clarity on this. YouTube want to understand, want to be clear on your niche. Now let me explain YouTube like a person. For example, YouTube will be asking you, for example, now, if, for example, if you're a beginner on YouTube now, this is a kind of thing that YouTube will be asking. If I show you this video, who will like it? Are you getting it? If YouTube want to show your video, to who will you show it to? So if your channel is clear, YouTube will know. YouTube will know who to show your videos to. YouTube will know who will want to enjoy your video. YouTube will even know who might subscribe to your channel, and it will position your channel to these audiences that will actually subscribe to your channel. That's another way you can gain more subscribers. Are we following? By uh how do I put this English now? You trying to understand your niche. Okay, so I'll take questions briefly so that the problem is if your channel is not the niche is not clear, YouTube will just be guessing. people will just be skipping your content. Your growth will be slow. And what we are trying to do is that at least within 2 months, 3 months, highest, every one of you listening to me, accounts needs to be monetized. You cannot be doing rampant stuff and think your account will be monetized. So this is why some people post for years and don't even grow. You can be posting for 2, 3 years and you will not still grow on your YouTube. Why? You are doing a lot of things. Today they will see your videos on farm in the farm where you'll be working and be explaining about agriculture. Tomorrow they will see you trying to explain cars. Tomorrow they will see you trying to talk about Bible. Tomorrow they will see you talking about Quran. The next tomorrow, nobody you will not find a base. Are we together? So these are, let me just share with you these mistakes that beginners do, and it's a very common mistake, and I want you to avoid it if you want to move with us in what we are doing currently in that group. So many beginners, for example, now said, okay, I'll post anything for now, later I'll focus. That is good, right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's a good mistake. Yes, it's a very, so it's good, but it's a good mistake. You said, okay, I'll post anything for now, later I'll now focus. This is like you are saying, I'm starting a shop without knowing what to sell. Okay, customers will enter and leave. Okay, so let me just take this as an example. Hmm? Example now, if you said you like to teach, you like to help people understand, you care about growth, life, faith, money, direction, for example, you want impact and all those things, you need to focus exactly what you are into. You are not the type of person that will not be doing comedy skit, random vlogs, trending chasings. For example, now somebody will be the way Billboard and VDM is, before you know now you start talking about that one. Tomorrow you are on comedy, you are not growing, you are doing a very big mistakes on YouTube. Okay, so you need to know where you are. And I want to ask us a simple questions, maybe like 4 questions, so that you can now understand how to get your niche very clear. So, but take note, if you are writing notes, this is how you can position yourself understanding your niche. So you can come up with something like this statement or sentence. You know, say something like, I want to help. Now, this is where the who are coming in. So, okay, for example, I can now say, I want to help beginners on YouTube who are struggling with what now? That is a help. Okay, with how to grow their channel by teaching them what is my solution, what am I helping with? I'll now place it there. Okay, do we understand what I say? For example, I'm gonna say I want to help the who. Now, who are the people I want to help? Beginners on YouTube who are struggling with growth or monetization by teaching them how to, or practical ways to grow their channels. So that's my niche. For example, now I can put that as my niche. So there are a lot of things that you can do there. You can even teach people how to do tailoring. You can teach people how to cook. There are a lot of things there. So you can also look into your passion, look at what you do, look at what you can do, what you love to do. People will love to even watch you do what you love to do. Do we get a point? So you must not talk about money. You must not talk about Christianity. You must not talk about Muslim. You must not talk about, you can talk about yourself. You can talk about something you love doing. And people are ready to watch you. People are ready to follow. There's this guy that I really love his YouTube journey. He has been I think he has mentored me once on YouTube. His name is Vada Maya, just Maya. I can't Vada Maya, something like that. I've forgotten the first name. Okay, so sometimes he goes to places and just asks people randomly on conversation, like, I like this place. What is this place like? It's just like traveling vlogger. Okay, so people just, okay, for example, now for him now, as he's going from places to places, he's showing people the environment. This is how this environment is. Sometimes you go to Africa, and most times he goes to Africa. It's a Ghanaian, it's a Ghana person, Ghanaian. So you go to some part of the African country and show them, okay, this is how this place look like, and blah blah blah. So we need to understand what we like to do. Are we following? So very importantly, or very important, sorry, very important. Let me say this for the last thing I need to say on niche clarity. Um, okay, I said I'll ask a simple question. Okay, so this question I want to ask you in this place will actually give you a edge on how you can. Sorry, I'm coming. It will give you a edge on how you can figure out the niche you want to come into. So if you followed me to this point, can you just mention three things I said to understand your niche? If you follow me to this place, I think I mentioned three things. Three things, please. For now, you can let me know in the comment section, please. Very importantly, type it. Let me see. So, and again, if you want to know, are you following? If you want to know if a niche is a good niche, for example, now you want to pick a particular niche. After this discussion tonight, you want to go and think about what area are you going to come in, or blah blah blah. You need to know if that niche is very good. And these are the certain questions you need to ask yourself. Maybe three questions. Yes, you can ask yourself, okay, can I talk about this particular thing I want to do for the next 2 to 3 years without being tired? I don't know if you get. So if I want to talk about money, will I be able to be talking about money for the next 2 3 years? And I'll not. Let me not use the word faint out. I'll not be tired. Like I'll not run off out of idea. Okay, can I be talking about anything you are imagining of? So anything at all. So you ask yourself, can I talk about this particular thing for the next 2 to 3 years and I will not get tired? Then the second question you need to may ask yourself is that, does this really help people solve a real problem? If it does, for example, entertainment is good, but problem attract loyal subscribers. Like, okay, if you are solving a particular problem, it attracts more subscribers to you. What exactly are you doing? I've seen people cooking food online. How do I cook this? If you type how to cook this, you see a lot of channels teaching you how to cook. What are you teaching? What are the particular problem you want to solve? Okay, so the third thing you need to ask yourself in trying to know if particular niche you are picking is good is this: can this niche make money later? If nobody pays for my knowledge, right? If nobody pays for the knowledge, for the product or solution in that area, income will be very hard. So you now ask yourself, this thing I'm teaching, can I later monetize it on my own path, apart from YouTube monetizing my channel? Are we get together? So these are certain questions you need to ask yourself. So lastly, before I go, please, if you are writing down something, please write these questions down. This question you should ask yourself very, very importantly if you want to understand niche. Now, what do people really ask me for help with? Are we together? Type that question for me. Let me see in the comment section if you are following. What do people already ask me for help with? Or let me put it this way: what are people always asking me about? For me now, somebody might always come online and be asking me, sir, I want to do this. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do marketing? How do I do sales? How do I make money online? How do I create this? People always ask me some of these questions. So the question is that, what do people always ask you about? For some of you, some person may be asking for clarity. Some person may be asking for, how do I go about schools? And you know the frequent questions that always come your way. You ask yourself, what do people always ask me for help around? Have you written that? Then the other question you can ask yourself again in order to also carve a niche for yourself is that, what can I explain better than the average person? For example, now, okay, for me now, if you wake me up today now and say, talk about finance, talk about business, talk about Christian faith or something like that, I I can just wake up and start talking about it without going to read anything. All right. So what can I explain better? All right. Ask yourself that, to an average person or as an average, what can I really explain better? Then, are you following me at all? Let me know. Then the third question you should also ask again, are you writing it down? What topic do I naturally research without being forced? For example, now some of you can come online today and type something online, blah blah blah. What is it? What is that? There is something we call interest, and your interest is you always ask questions around your interest. So, what topic do I always or naturally, unconsciously always do research about without nobody forcing me and telling me to go and do research on this topic? So, try to also answer that question. And again, ask yourself these questions. I think this is the fourth question. What transformation do I want my viewers to experience after watching me? If you are looking at me the way you are hearing me now, what transformation do I want? As you are listening to me now, I'm believing that you should begin to understand the clarity of your niche where you are coming in on YouTube. Because Omasil is talking about business, Omasil is talking about digital skills, make money, manage your money, business, and blah blah blah. Doesn't mean you should do the same thing. I don't know if you get. So everybody love different things. Everybody now what I'm doing now, I may not even love what I'm doing. Are you getting me? But this is what I just feel myself comfortable doing it, and I can't be tired doing it. And I also find people always asking me things around, so I don't have any choice than to solve this particular problem. Okay, so sometimes you may not have, let me not say this, it's not a good time to say it now, so let me not say it because some of us may not understand what I want to say. Do you understand? So what transformation do I want my viewers to see as you are watching me now, as you are hearing me now? What do I want to achieve after you have listened to me? One of the things I wanted to achieve when we are done watching me is that, okay, you can now understand your niche and where you are coming on Facebook. If you like, dance on Facebook, as long as it's giving out transformation like what you want for your viewers to, but understand where you are coming in. Are we together? The next question you should ask yourself is that I'm not seeing you guys comment actually. I don't know if it is my YouTube, but I need to see your live chats. Okay. If you are following, please can you type follow? Let me know. Please, very importantly, let me know in the comment section, please. I'm watching you now. I want to see your chat. Now, what's the last thing I said? I was talking about transformation, right? Can you like this video? I want this video to reach more of our subscribers. As you are watching now, please like it. If you are hearing me, like it. I'm just seeing 2 likes, and we have more than 2 persons on the listing on this conversation now. Can you press like? Let me see if you are following. Like this conversation, like this teaching we are doing. Thank you. All right, I can see that. Now, the next thing I talk after talking about transformation is that, do I want to teach, inspire, or analyze, or I want to be guiding? Listen to me very carefully. Do I want to teach on YouTube? Do I want to inspire? Do I want to be analyzing? Do I want to guide? Do I want to be doing reaction video like the way some person will put videos and start talking about the video they watch and blah blah blah, talk about this person? Do I Where do I want to come in? Okay. The next thing you need to ask yourself again, am I more comfortable explaining? Am I more comfortable telling storytelling, or demonstrating? So do what you are comfortable doing so that you will not be tired so quick. Do we get that? So, and again, I just pray we have a little time. Let me talk about positioning your uh, channel setup. Now, I've talked about comfortability, what you are comfortable doing on your YouTube channel after you've created it. Again, you need to ask yourself, do I want my face to be the brand or the knowledge to be the brand? Some persons will not even want their face to show. Some persons want to be doing a recording on their system or on their phone record, and or doing voiceover. So maybe they'll just shot some places they went to and blah blah blah, or do 1 or 2 videos, and they'll now do voiceover. I do voiceover sometimes. So sometimes I talk on my video. I have like 4 YouTube channels I control. Different. Each one is talking about relationship, one is talking about business, one is talking about my lifestyle and what I want my followers to gain from me on a personal level and the rest. So you need to understand some of these things. So then you need to understand what I call niche positioning. Very, very powerful. Niche positioning. You need to understand what you are doing and how you have to position it. So quickly, please, if you follow me to this point, I want us to talk about channel positioning. Please, I want to talk about channel positioning so that I'll round up and go and rest for tonight. Although this class is supposed to last for 30 minutes and this is the 30 minutes. So we started late. We started around 9 and this is 9:30. If my time is correct. So I don't know why my live session time is showing 20. Maybe some of our recording lost along the way. But this is it. I'll just run through this so that we will go and think about some of those questions I asked us. Channel setup, setting up your channel, and this is very important. If you don't get this one right again, you may not have a perfect YouTube channel. So setting your channel right is one of the things you need to look into from your day one. And thank God we are just starting up. This particular one I want to say now is that you need to understand the people and the YouTube algorithm. So the channel looks, how your channel is going to look, how it's going to sound, and how it's going to be understood by the people and by the YouTube algorithm is very important. So this is what you do. You need to understand channel name. What did I say? The name of your channel is very, very important. Your channel name, for example, will answer one question. When someone sees this name, what do they expect? So for you as a beginner now, you can use your personal name. All right. So you can now say it's Silas Omale. You can now say it, or you can use your brand name, or you can now say, sorry, if your name is Success, you can now say Success TV, Success Teaches, Success Insight, Success Talk Life, Success Explain, something like that. All right. So depends on what you are doing. Okay. Then you can also, for example, another option you need to look at when giving yourself a channel name is that you can use the problem based, or let me call it problem based name. That is the name, the problem you are solving. You can name it like that. For example, now we have one of the channel we are working on is about relationship. So is we are not using our brand name there. We are just using relationship, blah blah blah. You understand? So you can just also say simple life lessons, money made simple, or money class room. You understand? Faith and life explain, anything, understanding life. So you can also use that particular problem you are solving and try to get a name for your channel. Please, this I want to talk about this option 3, random or fancy name. Don't avoid it. I cannot be how do I put this random and fancy name now? mm, it's not that it's bad, but as a beginner try to avoid it. Something like uh, mm, you may not understand this now, but take note of this. Something like maybe Global Impact Media, Fire Nation, Extreme Vision TV. Some of these fancy name, try to avoid it for now as a beginner, because they don't tell people anything. Try to avoid it for now. Okay, as a beginner, right? So once you've developed your trust, you can go ahead with some of those things. But for now, you have to avoid it. Now, how do you choose the right name? Okay, let me talk about this briefly in the next 6 minutes. I'll be done. So how do you choose the right name? Let me give you step by step. Now, ask yourself this: can someone pronounce it easily? That's one of the first questions you need to understand yourself. So for some of you that want to use your one tribal name, one long tribal name like that, okay, ask yourself: can somebody pronounce it easily? Can somebody spell it easily? Somebody want to recommend your channel to somebody. To even type the spelling, they are forgetting your spelling. Hmm? So they are forgetting the spelling of your name. Does the name even sound trustworthy? These are the questions you ask yourself. Will I still like this name in the next 3 years? So if you don't like it, why not just settle down and give it the name that you want to work with? Okay, so make it very simple and it will be good. So again, one of the things I'll talk about is, I mean, if you remember the thing I'm saying concerning channel, I'll talk about the last one I said now is about channel name. How about the first one? Can you remember the first one, please? I was talking about positioning, right? I've talked about channel name. I've talked about how to give your channel name, right? So how about the second thing I said? Can we still remember? I talk about channel name. I'm talking about I've talked about how to choose the right name. That's the second thing I've talked about in this particular channel setup. Then the third thing I'm going to talk about now is profile photo. Very, very important. For beginners, like you as a beginner, the best option I will give to you is that you have a clear photo of you. Are we together? Put a clear photo of you, of your face. Let it show clearly. Plain background, good lighting, calm and confident look. Just the real photo of you. Avoid putting logo. Hmm? People trust your face more than your logo. So if you want to teaching channels grow faster when you use what's it called? When you use your face. Okay, people will now see your face, they know who is talking to them, and they will really want to trust your channel more. Okay, so try, even with this AI of a thing now, you can even get a very professional photo without going to any studio. So, and again, there's what we call the channel banner. That's number 4 thing, setting up your channel. So the channel banner now, if you look into this channel I'm using currently now, this is our community channel I'm using now, you will discover that there is, if you click on the if you click on details of the channel, you see a banner at the back that talks about we solve blah blah blah. I don't know if any of you can go and read that thing for me so that I'll see something like how to we solve real life story business, blah blah blah. All those things. This is what we call channel banner. If you look at other people now, you now see something like I create this, I do there is a flyer at the back of the channel. So it's called channel banner. So people this is one of the first thing that people see when they click on your channel as well. So it will help them to understand your channel and see if they want to go with your channel as well. So it's very important that you have a channel banner. Number 5, because of time, I'll talk about is your channel bio. All right. So the place they write about channel description, that is where you can put your channel bio. What is the simple bio formula you want to use? What is the simple? Now let me give you a sample when I talk about channel bio. Is this now? For example, now you can now say on this channel I help understand what I explained the other time. I help, for example, who? Okay, I help young Christians understand. What am I trying to help them understand? For example, I can now say on this channel, I help young Christians understand how to grow in God, reading their Bible in a simple and practical ways. New videos every week. I can put that as my bio. Okay, for you now, you can listen on this channel. I help young creators understand what am I trying them to understand. Now fix it there. Understand how to grow their YouTube channels, how to grow their platforms in simple and practical ways. I'll be putting new videos every week or new videos every Tuesday and Wednesday, like that, like that. This is how to put a bio. Or for example, I can now say, okay, on this channel, I help young people understand life, money, and personal growth in simple and practical ways. New videos every week. That's how bio can be put. The last thing I'll say for now, because I have 1 minute left, is what I call channel positioning for the algorithm. And it's very important. This is how YouTube will read your channel. To help YouTube now, you can now use similar words everywhere, like your name, your bio, your banner. You don't need to miss too many topics. Like I said earlier on, you have to stay consistent in the message you have picked. You have to I want to maintain my time here. Are we together? So I want to take 1 or 2 questions before I go. That's the last thing I wanted to say, and I've said it already. Trying to position your channel so that YouTube can like it and share your channels to many persons to subscribe to and follow your content. I'm actually done. I'm waiting for us to ask 1 or 2 questions. Let me address it. Then. This particular video, the sessions we have for 30 minutes will be on a replay for some of you that still want to go over it and hear it again if you didn't bring your notes. Can I have one or two questions in the comments? Samuel, Prince, anyone online? Let me see. Okay. Anybody online? Let me know. Okay, so that will be. I don't want this video to be long. So if there's a question tonight, please remember to ask your question in the WhatsApp group. And if you are just joining us from somewhere, you are not in the WhatsApp group, please drop your WhatsApp number in the comments so that I will be able to add you to the WhatsApp group where we do one or two things concerning YouTube. Thank you and have a nice day.